I'm looking towards Afreeca Freecs, I'm looking towards TSG and thinking, are we actually seeing the stupidity of the early game fighting again? It seems to me like we might not see them fight each other, but Afreeca Freecs have kicked Buriram out of Milta and now forced Buriram to go to the east, which, in all fairness, makes pretty good sense because Milta Power was free yesterday, no one went there, and now Buriram can go towards the east instead, and I don't think they're going to be missing anything inside of Milta that they can't find themselves in Milta Power instead.
Yeah, so I asked some of the Korean coaches and analysts what in the world for both of the teams if you keep fighting over it. Fitz actually on the boat. He's actually done it. It's happened. Mark your calendars. It is February 21st, 2021. Somebody took that darn boat.
And the other guys missed the ferry. Feels bad, man. The rest of attack all around missed the ferry. But as much as we've made jokes about this and the boat, like the ferries being added to rank, this is a pretty smart rotation. He's going to get on the other side. There's going to be no one shooting at him. That is a pretty safe play, and I just holding it without doing anything to make sure they weren't around. That's just, I mean, at least, okay, so they are driving underneath, trying to get up on the other side, but still, why? I don't know.
SDK and Daytrade, and I should point out here real quick, well, let's see if a fight breaks out. Hold my thought. I was going to say some, okay, 4 AM, okay, well, I jinxed 4 AM, sorry. I said they were having a lot of luck. Well, apparently they're not. Oh, no. Ence right in between them. A PO gets knocked by Squeaky. Instantly flushed it by Diggory. So Gen.G, that vehicle mishap is costing them dearly. Trying to shoot through is Esther. Diggory's out of his vehicle, and Onyx is going to get two, though, over on the side of this. Loki trying to go for the drive-by. He's going to get it. They finish off Ence.
Thrown forward or Nate, I don't care what it is, just get him dealt with. Yep, the molly is there, down he goes, and that's going to be the end, I would assume, of Mexi James trying to do at least some sort of damage in return, and he's going to succeed. Finds Summer, takes him down as well. Now it's just Tank left alive, trying to hold up what now has become the full push for Liquid, but wow, what a spray through the smoke. Able to find James early. Clip falls as well. That's Poachers from afar, and there goes CB as well. He tried to pull up, but he hits the tree and gets killed because of it. Hitting the wall with low HP is gonna do him dirty, and Liquid fall in 15th.
Oh no, just not able to do it. And that knock by Tank through the smoke, insane. EJ clips into Leo, chonking away the SKS. TSG in a fight with Oath. Snakers knocked, but looks like a couple members of TSG were also found in the process. Relo watching the angle here. Snakers pretty well dead to right, it feels like. And Zenith cutting through Buriram territory. That's scary, scary, scary. Canaxi already has one. Naraja trying to find another. Ross going to switch over and get the knock. It's actually Punage, excuse me, who finds him. So Nawadra knocked as the rest of Buriram now looking to circle the wagons potentially here. Smokes to try to find Shidboy. He is pretty well out in the open, it looks like.
This is a fight on the outside of what will be the next circle. This is going to be extremely difficult for them to really... I mean, they have to spend all the time doing this rather than try and get in from what's happening inside the circle. Now as you float over here, Patcap's trying to do some damage towards GSG. They already have flushes down. 2 players left alive. Yamcha and Volibear trying to stay alive inside their respective buildings. Volibear ain't going to manage to do so. Patcaps finds the first down to 44 HP. Yamcha is in the building now trying to find one more, but he doesn't know Patcap's position. And that is going to be a 4-0 wipe on TSG.
Man, Pat Caps gave us that wink and nod before the game when he was on camera, and it's like he knew something, Toby. It's like he knew he was going to have a highlight reel play in this one. Let's watch Edie. They got to show us this replay. What happened here is the big question. Oh my God, he got behind the vehicle and waited for him to get into it.
Behind the car.
What's going on? How hard is this one going to shift is the real question. Oh my God. What in the heck? Machine Gunner, dude, you're the greatest. Love you, buddy, and hope you guys can find a win here maybe today to get your birthday present. Purdy Curdy said he was going to try to bring you one, so again, happy birthday to Gunner, the coach for SDK. Now back to the game. Zenith, Clown Car in it, and coming up next to SDK, AAA with Oath here. Oath slamming on in.
Yeah, going full speed forward, trying to take control, but it's only Snakers left alive. They did not succeed here the same way as they did against TSG. Now let's see if I'm true to that word. It is still 1v2. It is still doable. Snakers, those are the whereabouts of Janko. Trying to do damage over the side here as well. Jayers want to jump out, but he's quickly regretting that decision. Fortunate for him, it didn't quite go out. And of course, the third party comes into effect. Glue finds one, and maybe he's going to try and push forward as well. Jayers spraying through the bush. Does manage to get the headshot in there. Lou falls down. Should be flushed in just a second as well. I think they're the team that sits, like, that remains on the west side. What if the circle goes here? This circle, pretty predictable, would go down towards the southeast. I think that's why we see Zenith commit to the shack with the amount of players they had. They knew that we're going to get at least the next circle. Now let's see GEX with the pull-up on Tank. He's a solo player for now. Damage done. He was able to hold out the majority of Team Liquid. Can he hold out all four here as well from GEX?
Yeah, grenade isn't going to connect on anybody. There's one. He spins around the corner. Can't find any more. Pretty decent attempt, but there's just too much GEX for him to handle. And standing out in the open is Gems, and that's another point for 4AM. 3 kills forever. Has 2 of them. Now going to make a desperate run alone. Trying to get to the next circle. Edie torn asunder. Esther finds the back end.
North side compound. So let's see. Attack all around. Where are they going on? They're going to try and play below Virtus.pro. I don't see that being a success story, but they are going for it. They are trying. Batulins finally able to find Yanku, and I don't see them, as I said, being able to succeed in doing that whatsoever. They are falling back. They are trying to take the fight to Buriram. Now got me out trying to drive forward. Headshot towards him. Down to low HP. He will fall in the end of it, but we're in phase 4. Blue is doing a hell of a lot of damage, and I don't see Attack all around getting out of here alive.
Yeah, it's Thailand versus Thailand in this one, but with AAA trailing, yeah, there it's going to be.
There are a couple of rocks up in the middle of the circle, but he's going to be shot at by absolutely everyone, everywhere he goes. He's going to be the only player in the circle that knows approximately the location of every single team, because he's being shot at by all of them in the meantime. Spiro is looking around, and yep, Jayers will fall. There is simply too much fire going his way, and this is the exact position I was just talking about. There's really only going to be space for one team, and as predicted, that's the case.
Okay. Continues to lock down this compound, and Gen.G has to fight their way through Zenith. But Zenith in a shack, and that's a problem, except for Kickstart comes around the side, quick and easy, onto Esther, and now Roth gets into Loki. This is great defense from Zenith, although that fire doesn't get Roth, he just avoids it.
Such a smart positioning from Kickstart. Massive thumbs up, Kickstart. They know that Gen.G are going to pressure the shack. They know for a fact they're going to be there, and Kickstart prones in the only area where it's not going to be visible to the hillside. And I think Anonix is now going to do a Jayers. See how many teams they can get shut up before eventually going down. Unfortunately, I guess fortunately to some extent too, it's only going to be one. In the response to that one, Zenith will now know that Infantry coming from below. Bowling went down before, but Xiaoyang found the first knock on towards Roth, and that's going to allow them to push further forward.
Yeah, Zenith realizes that there's no helping Roth, so it's time to either avoid the Infantry onslaught or, you know, maybe fight them, but avoid is going to be the decision made, and I think that's probably a good one with how aggressive and crazy good Infantry can be. Even fighting from low ground, Infantry is scary as heck. GEX pinned inside of this compound, but doing a pretty good job avoiding any knocks so far. That can be really difficult in a compound like this, but so far so good. Maoye splashes in his face some more, but they've moved to the outside, to the back, avoiding a lot of these throwables from Virtus.pro, but Virtus.pro right up in their grill right now, Toby.
There are only so many rooms in this building, and somehow both the GX players have managed to deny pretty much all damage coming their way. Finally, the Mali is going to be close, but he's sitting up on the balcony. I'm not sure he's going to go down because of it. Instantly, though, CC finds the double inside. Leo takes down Spiro as well. Lou's going to nade himself, and there's just one left alive. Within seconds, GEX holds off. Hero Sense still alive. Thought, well, that was going to be the wipe. Not quite the case. Bullets missed, and he's going to get himself one more. So 2 knocks now in his favor. He's going to find the third as well. I think he just did. There's just one left alive now. 1v3, and it's working out for Heroes, and 1v1 now against him and CC. He saw him on the other side. He gets to reload. Leo is there. It's low HP, and no, he does it from nowhere. 1v4 turns it around. Heroes and gets 3, and he's in the top 5. How did that just happen?
In the hand, reviving both teams now as they're going to fall back off of this. Kickstart comes over to Hires, and he's like, you got really beat up, bro. I think I can win this 1v1, but right now, I don't know if you want to mess with it. Hires, it takes a bunch of damage, though. Gonna have to back off. Great spray by Kickstart through a tight little angle. It's going to be the grenade and rip indeed in the side of one of these teams, and it's going to be Daytrade that takes a little bit of damage. SDK out early, establishing their ground in the center of this circle and looking to barricade Daytrade potentially if the Phase 8 circle, if it even comes to that, comes their way.
I think with this shift, Kickstart is starting to realize that that top 2 spot is it's probably not going to happen. There you go. SDK does find the kill. 4 kills so far. Almost lose the game to Buriram doing this exact thing. Don't give SDK too much space getting up this hill.
Well, and I like this as well from Uncivil, because you give yourself a pretty good shot, like you mentioned, to catch some of these day trade players coming up over the hill line. And with where that crate is, he can actually swap back to his other DMR if he so chooses on the way back in. So this is a really 200 IQ play here from Uncivil, and can't wait to see if he can maybe find a bolt connection for us. It's one of my all-time favorite things in PUBG to see good bolters. Purdy gonna be up in front gathering that info for SDK, but Daytrade isn't moving. They're gonna dig in. They're gonna go for the prone strategy, see if they can maybe catch somebody from SDK, but SDK is smart. They're jumping up over the hill line, checking it a bit, but that's gonna be Luke. Almost not there, but Alo's there to cover him. This is what makes SDK so scary. It's never just one.
Never ever take anything for granted. Players too, be there to trade. We know they succeed in doing this, and they do it here as well. Now, one does fall. They want to get the res, of course, with the nades and mollies thrown forward. I'm not sure that's going to be a possibility for them. Uncivil has pushed up, still has the Almond head. And you can see here again, Alo committing to the res. Might be a little too dangerous. They know Vanotika is still around. That molly could be golden. It could be straight on point. It's going to be good. It's going to get him down. No damage done. As I say that, Alo actually, within the molly, is going to take damage from it. Vanotika doing his job exactly, flushing one out. It's 3v3 now. Over the top comes 35, the first one, able to fall back immediately after. No trades coming in. As I say that, Norens from the side does manage to get one. So now down to a 2v2.
All right, let's see what we got from Uncivil and Alo. Can they bring that birthday present home for their coach? Rez being attempted by Vanotika onto Flash. Alo stuns nobody home for that particular stun. Field goal in between the two trees there as they wrap around the side. Purdy's there for information, though. He can kind of direct traffic for his 2 players. Alo and Uncivil, very highly touted as great close-up players. You can see wide. Alo is going to find Vanotika, but it's quickly traded here by Flash onto Uncivil. Up to Alo, trying to be the hero. He's going to get the knock onto Flash. Just Nurid's left. Goes for the spray to try to get the finish, isn't there. Maybe thinking about the res now onto Uncivil. He's got enough time. Nurens is out of any throwables. No frags, no mollies available here. Some stuns, and they do get the res. So now it is a 2v1 for SDK. They look to close this out. This one could go for a little bit longer. A few more stuns rolling out to the side of Nuren's gonna push him over. Uncivil, no health been put back into him just yet. Underneath the hill line, though, is Alo. He gets a pretty good angle. I don't know if they're going to see him. Indeed, they don't. Uncivil gets knocked. Can Alo do this? Can he bring it home? No, he cannot.